Hi, I'm Nancy Chuda. Welcome to Luxico Living and Nancy's Organic Kitchen. What a beautiful day. And I've got some guests coming tonight. I've just picked some fresh lettuce from the garden, organic red leaf lettuce and some bib lettuce. And we're going to go inside and I'm going to show you a really easy dish to make. It's Sunday night. Come on, let's do it. Here we go. Oh, but before we go into the kitchen, let me just show you. I'm so proud of my Topsy Tervy tomatoes, and I'm just going to take one because I'm savoring them. So come with me. Welcome to the green home under the H. Come on, let's go. Wow, this is such a nice evening, and I'm really excited to share with you a couple of recipes that I think you'll enjoy, and they're so easy to make. Earlier today I picked up some artichokes from the garden, and I basically just cleaned them, took out the outer shell, and I boiled them in a little fresh tarragon water. I like to season my water, and basically they're ready to be served. I'm going to make a very simple sauce for them in a minute, but in the meantime, let's talk about a couple of other dishes that will be very good for first course. This here is actually, I must share this with you. This is my grandmother's recipe, and it's made from 4 different kinds of organic beets. Basically just cleaned, and then we put them in water with just a little bit of apple cider vinegar and onion, and we just boil them. And then once they're soft, we blenderize them here. This is an old Osterizer. I don't know if you remember that. I'm sure you're using a Cuisinart. This was my grandmother's Osterizer. So step over here and I'm going to show you how beautiful this looks. It's chilled for a day, and we pour it into this lovely glass bowl which has a fantastic color in it, so you can actually see how beautiful the color of the quattrobit soup looks. But I'm going to touch it up with a couple of things that I think make the presentation even more interesting. I'm going to take a dollop of sour cream, put it in the center of the soup, and then, this is kind of neat, this is Concord Organic Grape Jelly. I'm just going to put a tad of that in the center, just to give it a little bit more of a luxurious Lux Eco look. And then to that I'm going to add just a stalk of fresh dill. This soup is so wonderful because it's really low calorie. All it is beets and water and onion with a little bit of sour cream. And oh, once it's chilled, it is so delicious. So that's our first course right there. Now, our second course is a little bit easier still. We're going to take this wonderful fresh sole, which I got at the farmer's market earlier today. I marinated the sole in just a little bit of lemon, salt, and organic garlic because I just wanted to get that into the flesh. I'm going to add just a little bit of fresh organic breadcrumbs, and what I do with my bread at the end of the week, whenever I'm down to the last butt of the loaf that I might have, I let it dry out, and then I just simply use the crumbs. There's no reason to buy breadcrumbs, and especially with this delicious organic bread, why not use it? So basically we're just going to bread it on either side like this. We have a little bit of breadcrumbs, and of course we have our beautiful organic fresh pressed olive oil. Delicious. This is California grown olives, by the way. We're going to stick our fish here in a little bit of olive oil, very simply. The oil is, I would say it's probably at about 230 right now. You want to get your oil hot. And while the fish is cooking, I'm going to show you something else that is really nice. My grandmother used to make a homemade tartar sauce, and I love tartar sauce with fish. So here, I took some fresh eggs and a little bit of olive oil, and I made my own mayonnaise with lemon and just a tad of cayenne just to give it a little spice. To which I'm going to add my homemade pickled gherkin cucumbers. And what's so nice about creating a tartar sauce from scratch is that it has all those delicious herbs in it like dill and mustard seed. And so what we're going to do here is just take approximately maybe 3 or 4 of these wonderful homegrown cucumbers in my own homemade sauce, which again is a pickling sauce, and I'll give you that recipe later, but I store everything in glass ball jars. We don't want to store anything in plastic. From now on, we're storing everything we have, whether it's cereal or flour, everything in ball glass jars. That's way we won't get any bugs, any infestation, and better than that, we won't be exposed to the phthalates in plastic. So now while the fish is cooking, I'm basically going to just stir up the beautiful cucumber, dill, and homemade mayonnaise. There it is. The tartar sauce is ready to go. Not difficult at all. In the meantime, the lettuce, fresh from the garden, just going to let that sit for a moment because I'm going to dress that with olive oil and fresh lemon. And then I'm going to throw in some fresh basil, which is what I have here. But as the fish is cooking, we are going to turn it over, just very simply like this. You don't want to overcook Dover sole. It is such a delicate fish. And what I like to do as it is cooking is I take a fresh lemon and I put a little bit of the lemon rind in there just to give it that lemony taste. And of course I'll use fresh lemon. When I serve the fish, I will of course use a little bit of fresh lemon. But here's my secret. At the very, very end, I put a little bit of Reggiano Parmigiano on the fish itself. It is really nice, and it just is going to top it off because I am actually going to take this fish and put it in the broiler, and then I'm going to let that cheese just brown up on top of the fish. So I'm going to turn it down low now. And basically, one last thing I forgot to tell you about. My friend Ann came from Austin, Texas, and she brought me Dan Prime's Texas Dewdrops. Wow, it's really hot, but it's a very mild kind of heat. It's not like we're used to here in Southern California. And I forgot to tell you, I'm going to add a tad of that, just a little bit of it, to my tartar sauce, because I think that it'll give it just a little bit of a kick. So I'll be back with you later on today to show you the finished product. Meanwhile, stay with us at Lux Eco Living, and don't forget to check out our Topsy Tervy tomatoes. You can do it too. See you in a minute. Oh my goodness, it's so lovely out. We're just ready for the sunset. We have our fresh tossed salad with garden-grown lettuce, all organic. Our delicious Dover sole, which I picked up from the market today, fresh, with our champignons, which I forgot to tell you, our homemade tartar sauce, which is delicious with homegrown cucumbers, and I made this into a delicious bread and butter pickled tartar sauce recipe. Our homegrown organic artichokes, which I've just boiled in water and I'll serve with just a tad of butter. And of course, the piece de resistance. And I just really want to share this with you because it's so beautiful. And I can't wait to see Julia Roberts in Eat, Love, Pray. Eat, Pray, Love. I don't know which to do first. It's so exciting. After you've tasted my 4-4 beet soup, you're going to go to heaven. It is so delicious. And thank you so much for joining me tonight on Nancy's Organic Kitchen. We'll see you next time. Don't forget to see the movie. Julia Roberts starts Friday.